This is Omar Ahmed for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I'm here at Wayne's Battens Gym in Southampton, world-class facility. Not bad this place, is it, Mark?
No, it's really nice. It's come on loads. Obviously when we first moved in there wasn't much going on, and then yeah, it's like massive and good premises, yeah.
So this is the place that is turning Mark Chamberlain into a knockout artist.
I'd like to think so, yeah.
Do you get that a lot?
Yeah and no. I'll be honest with you, I would prefer to do the rounds, because what are you learning? Keep knocking people out. I learned more in that 8-round fight than I did out of the other 7 fights. So,
do you think that's the stage at the moment, then, finding opponents that are actually going to give you some rounds at this point?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you get offered opponents as boxers would know, and you look at their record and you think, all right, at this stage we're fighting journeymen, and I boxed Sean Cooper, he had 10 fights and won 9. That was a bit of a step up. But yeah, no, I prefer to box people like the likes of Sean and his record, because fighting someone that's had 60 fights, lost 55, all right, they're opponents and they're there to box you, I suppose, but if you fight someone who's had 10 and won 9 or whatever, vice versa, it sounds better, and they're going to come to give you a proper fight, not just hands up and hope for the best.
Do you feel like, in terms of your recognition, you're starting to get that a little bit now?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I mean, I'm 8 fights in now, and I think I'm sort of earning that spot, if you know what I mean. I mean, I'm getting messages left, right and centre, and getting recognised a bit more everywhere, so I think that's what it's all about, yeah.
You're obviously climbing up them rankings as well. We know that British title will become vacant because Maxi Hughes is fighting for the world title. So obviously there are people in front of you, but that British title could come kind of sooner rather than later, perhaps even next year the board may order that. Are you prepared for that, Mark?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I've been doing boxing since I was 6. I ain't here just to take part, I want to take over. So I think a British title, what a nice belt to have, it's just sat in the cabinet. I mean, yeah, if they phoned out and said, do you want to fight so-and-so on whatever date, I'll grab it with both hands, no doubt about it.
Well, someone that you could be fighting for the British title is obviously Sam Noakes. There's been a lot of noise around your name, around his name. Obviously, you just fought recently. Did you watch his fight, Mark?
I didn't watch the last one because I was out doing bits with friends and family and what have you. But obviously I see on social media another stoppage. I mean, I take my hat off to him. Great record, and yeah, I mean, my name keeps getting brought up a lot in interviews, and he'll probably watch this and knowing his name's going to get brought up in it. But like he says, I mean, there's no disrespect between either of us, and if we've got to fight each other and whoever's in the way of who, you're going to fight them, innit? It's as simple as that. I mean, if there's a British title on the line and we've both got to fight each other for it, why not? Let's give the fans what they want. But yeah.
I think that's what he said as well, that if there's a British title on the line or even a British and Commonwealth on the line, then it makes sense. Do you agree with that sentiment rather than fighting them now?
100%. I mean, I don't know if the fight would get made on his behalf right now, but I wouldn't shy away from it. But there's no need for us to fight now. We're both only just started our careers, just getting up the rankings, both with Frank. We've both got good teams around us. If we fought now, I don't know, say the fight got made for 8 weeks' time, what we're going to do? We're just going to fight and someone's going to come out not on top, and then it'd be for nothing. Whereas everyone's trying to build it now to fight, I don't know, in a year's time for a British, earn a few quid out of it, and potentially have that nice belt.
Yeah,
so,
definitely makes sense. How would you assess him as a fighter, and what do you believe happens when you do get in that ring with Sam?
Yeah and no, as such. I mean, I think I'm going to come out on top, but he would say the same. No doubt you're not going to say I'm not backing myself, if you know what I mean. But I honestly think I got the beating of him and I could upset the apple cart.
Okay. And as a fighter, how do you assess his qualities?
I think he's great. He's improving every fight out, as you can see. But like I said, we're both at this stage of our career, and in a minute we're going to fight at this stage of our career, and we're going to meet each other. But yeah, no, I take my hat off to him. He's got a great record, and I think I might have to end that record soon.
It will definitely be a good domestic fight to make. There are other fighters in and around, but obviously with you both within Frank and you two look like in that division, the guys with the higher quality, I think it was only natural that your names got linked at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like you saying, I just said, I mean, our names are getting mentioned all the time now. If someone goes and interviews Sam, my name's going to get brought up. If someone comes and interviews me, his name's going to get brought up, so vice versa. But it's definitely a fight that everyone wants to see later on down the line, and no doubt Frank can make that happen for sure.
Definitely. Well, listen, Mark, good to get a word from yourself. Any idea when you could potentially be out? I know your stablemates have said they're looking at September time. Could that be the case for you as well?
Yeah, I just got in the gym now, and Wayne said Frank wants to have a meeting on Tuesday, so we're going to see what Frank's got to say, and hopefully we can get out in September.
All right, we look forward to seeing you back on our television screens. Appreciate your time on IFL TV, and enjoy your session right now.
Cheers, Uma.